Did you just say you want to eat it?
I want to eat it. It's so cute. I want to eat it. Welcome back to Pen and Prosper, a podcast where JT Lawrence is teaching me, Melissa Delport, to be a six-figure author, and we are putting it on the internet. We have something very exciting today. We are going to be discussing special edition books and making all the pretty things with sprayed edges and hardcovers. And because none of us really know what we're doing, we've brought Rachel Morgan back on the show. Hello, Rachel.
All right.
Thank you for having me back.
As always, we would like to thank our paid subscribers. I believe we have a new paid subscriber this week, JT.
Siobhan Purcell, our Irishman,
Oh,
thank you so much.
oh, I loved Siobhan's episode so much. And that is so nice. That is so
So
lovely. So
nice.
thank you, Siobhan.
I can't wait for that conference. I'm so looking forward to it.
I can't either. I told Paige the goal is we got to get to Island Publishing Show. That's what we got to get
Yay!
to. How
That'll
nice
be
would it be if we
amazing.
came next year?
Delport. That'll be
Yeah,
so
so
freaking
cool.
amazing.
Rach, are you in?
Yes, push for
Okay,
session,
good.
even if it's not yet ready.
Yes. Okay. And then, as always, a huge thank you to Elize, our editor extraordinaire, and our official sponsor, Vellum, without whom we would not be formatting any books or making any of these pretty things that we're going to discuss today. Without further ado, I think we are going to let JT and Rachel take the floor because JT is starting her Kickstarter.
Yes.
So she has to make these pretty things, and Rachel has all the knowledge to make the pretty things. So you're just going to dive in, JT. I'm sure you have a million questions.
Rachel is like the person to ask about pretty things. I mean, Delport, every single thing Rachel creates is beautiful, isn't it?
I
Like,
know. It's the Morgan touch. It's like the Midas touch, but it's not gold. It's just pretty.
I love that.
I know.
And it's so true. Just to like catch up to where I am in the Kickstarter thing. So I've done all the research. I know exactly what I need to do. I've got my project in pre-launch. I'm starting to design the ebook covers so I can click test them. But what I haven't started yet is my special edition, which is what the campaign will really focus around. I think I keep on putting it off because when I think of a special edition cover, I'm finding it very intimidating because usually I'm always designing covers for ebook. It's always like Photoshop and like painting with Photoshop and bright colors and stuff. And when I think of a special edition, it's more like vector design and foiling
I
and
actually have this one here. Like, right?
yes,
Compared to the picture cover,
yes,
they're
Yeah,
almost more simple, but more beautiful. It's the weirdest,
yeah,
yeah.
strangest
yeah,
thing.
yeah. I love that cover.
I know, it's stunning.
Well,
And so simple, but so effective.
Yes. So I think I'm going for like that kind of vibe, that like maybe a typography cover. I just need help. I know I can do beautiful sprayed edges because that's the more the design I'm comfortable with. They call them spraydges in some of the groups now.
yeah.
Spraydges.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I love that. Spreaders. Do some spreaders, you guys.
I feel quite confident about a lot of the special edition elements, but the main thing, which is the cover, I'm not. So if you can just hold my hand, please, and talk me through the entire process.
Yes, and
Okay.
also show us some stuff that you have done because you have
Yes,
really pretty
please.
things to show us, don't you? Like options.
Yes. Well, I have a few of the few things that I've done. Yeah. I also just want to start by saying that this whole thing isn't my experience, isn't with like a big Chinese full print
Yes,
run.
yes.
So for anyone who's listening, this is more like your smaller, lower key print on demand, but still beautiful.
That applies
Yes.
100% to me because I'm only doing POD for my first Kickstarter.
Okay. All right. So where should I start? What
So
I've
as
done.
you've just recently done a huge project. I know because I'm waiting for my audience to come.
I'm still waiting for them to arrive.
It's the first time I think I've ever placed an order for two books that are exactly the same book, but in two different versions.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
yes. So that your daughter can read
Yes, so my
her
daughter
copy and
can
not
wreck
yours.
her paper. She reads in the bath. So I was like, I'll just get, and she loves Rachel's stuff. That's what Rachel got
Oh,
Mackenzie reading when she was in grade seven.
oh,
She's now
that's so
going off to
special.
university and still a lover of books. But I've got her one to wreck, and then I bought myself a hardback. So I want a pretty hardback because this new series of yours has got such beautiful branding.
It does.
Thank you. Can I show you first ones that I did about a year ago? These are
Yeah.
paperbacks,
Yes,
but
yes, yes,
still.
yes.
So the Creepy Hollow series, which is 9 books. So there are 3 trilogies. So I did special editions. So this was like my test run a year ago. So I didn't want them to be super expensive. So I started off with paperbacks. This is the first one. So
Oh,
for anyone
wow.
who's watching on video, it's
Yeah.
simple
Beautiful.
in that it's paperback,
Yeah.
but this is holographic. I know it looks silver on the screen,
Oh,
but it's
it
holographic
looks so beautiful.
and the sprayed
Beautiful.
edges.
Beautiful.
And inside, because on Book Vault, you can choose you can have some pages in black and white and some pages in color. So unlike on Ingram and KDP, where you have to select the whole book is either color or black and white.
Yes.
But yeah, so Book Vault is great because then you're only paying for like if you have 10 color pages, then you're only paying for 10 color ones.
I love that about Book Vault. I'm definitely going to make use of that with my
I was just going to say, do you use Book Vault for all your sprayed edge versions, right?
Yeah, because you can't do them anywhere else. Although I did one about, I'm just showing you the gold one as well because the gold is my favorite.
That's beautiful.
So I wanted to mention the 4-edge printing as well as like a simpler, cheaper POD option. And there's a company, I think I shared it on our group recently, but you may have forgotten, printededges.com. I think I shared it when it was still in beta, but now I think they're like up and running properly now. So printededges.com is where you can upload a design, or I think they have some of their own templates for edges that are printed on. So what it does is it adds a design to every page inside in your interior PDF. It basically adds a strip around the top and the side and the bottom of like a few millimeters. And then when you view it from the outside edge, there's a design there.
But these are not spreadges. These are not spreadges. These are like actual printed edges.
Yeah.
Yes.
These are predges.
Predges. So is that the same as Vellum's painted wings?
Yes, they work with someone, I think.
Okay.
So yes, so this is but as far as I can tell, this is cheaper. So they charge $20 per design. I did look at all the Vellum stuff when they first announced it, but I haven't done it myself, so I haven't looked at what they offer again. Okay. So I think Printed Edges is cheaper at $20 per design.
But if you're gonna do like a Kickstarter like I'm, and you're gonna use Book Vault for your POD and drop shipping, then you don't want to get involved in like different companies for spreaders or Printed Edges. You just want to do everything through Book Vault.
Yeah, the reason I want to mention them is because, so for your Kickstarter, obviously you're fulfilling like an order at a time online or bulk order. I'm not sure how they do it. But the downside is that you can't list your special edition stuff, like their bespoke stuff. It can't be listed like on Amazon or Barnes & Noble or whatever. But so if you wanted like a long-term option that's completely hands-off for you, that's still prettier than a normal book, you could do this 4-edge printing and use Ingram, and then your books will go out to Amazon and Waterstones and Barnes & Noble and everywhere else.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So if you go onto printededges.com, they have a gallery where they've got some photos of books that other people have done. So you can see, I think sometimes it might not be 100% accurate just with how the pages are printed. So I think there's a little bit of margin for error, but it's the simpler, easier way to have pretty books that are POD that you don't have to worry about once they're all uploaded.
Okay. What about forced edges? What's the difference between printed edges?
Isn't that the same as this?
Yeah, that's what because I've only ever heard them called forced edges.
Okay, yeah, I think it is. Yeah,
Predges.
You could have just Delport.
I know. If I wasn't here, this whole conversation would be pointless.
You don't even need us. You've got all the lingo down. Do you have more to show us?
Yes, I've got, and these are the hardbacks that I've done for my recent like Kickstarter in inverted commas, which was not a Kickstarter because it was just me doing my own pre-order campaign locally. So I've only got the first 2 because the third one was not ready when I had these samples shipped to me. And what I did for these, so the jacket is the same as my other, just the regular edition, because I like the jacket so much that I didn't want to change it.
Yeah, I wouldn't change it.
And then
Are these Ingram or Book Vault? Book Vault.
This is Book Vault. Yeah, Book Vault. So we've
got
got
foil.
foil. So okay, let me just tell you the options. So you can, if you want to, have foil on the jacket as well.
Okay.
So especially if you had a simpler design.
Yes, like this. This has definitely got foil on the jacket, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Book Vault has recently launched new colors of foil. So they've got a green and pink and a beautiful looking copper. I really want to try the copper one.
Oh, I want to try the copper.
Yeah.
Me first.
And they've also got Spot UV now. That's like that's transparent, shiny, without a color.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can use that to like highlight over the text or
especially on black would look beautiful. Any dark
Yeah.
color. Delport, that Kelly Hart book, is that a dust cover or is that the case?
No, it's a dust cover. Do you want to see what's underneath it? Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Stunning.
And what are those called, Melissa? The
10
pages inside.
pages.
Yay! Well done. Well done.
I was trying to come up with like an inches or something, but it wasn't working.
Didn't work.
It wasn't working. Yeah, it's plain at the back, but it's got these. Is it in pages or in papers, Rach? In
I don't know.
papers.
In
I think it's
papers.
in
Isn't that
papers.
beautiful?
In papers.
Oh,
This is
beautiful.
such a beautiful book. I was like, when I saw it, I was like, I must have this book. The only downside is now I can't read it, so I'm gonna have to get it on my Kindle.
Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, I wish we could do the metallic edges, but
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
at the
Bookvault doesn't
moment,
do that here.
Even
no.
her, look how pretty
But
her
maybe
about the author is. She's got
yeah,
stuff there.
yeah.
Very nice.
So that's where you've got to try and be clever with your design, where you have the artwork that somehow makes space for like a gold embellishment on it or
Yeah.
copper,
Yes,
silver.
yes.
Okay, so this has got you
So
can put
pretty.
foil on the cover on the jacket,
I
and then you
quite like the very simple foil on the, it's called a case, that's the case art, right?
yeah.
Just on the case like that. I
Yeah.
think that'll make my
Mhm.
job a bit easier because yeah, oh, that's beautiful. Wow.
And then we've
Yes,
got
the floral, it's so pretty. Especially
Yeah.
because the cover's quite plain. So then you have like the detail on the page. So nice.
then I did end papers for these, but not character art. I just did
Beautiful.
like an abstract design. And
Yes, because character art would be beautiful, but it would be very expensive. Because I mean, when you're coming to that, you would definitely want an artist. You would want original artwork for you.
yeah. But also, yeah, it just depends what you like. I'll maybe do character art at some point, but I also really like the more abstract kind of design.
Yes.
I think that was it for the fancy things that I've got, but you can also get ribbon
Yes.
and what is the thing called? Head and tail band.
Oh, it's
I think that's what it's called. It's
okay. Yeah. I think
But
I've seen it called a headband. Yeah.
Yeah.
But head and tail makes more sense.
What is it? What is the head and tail?
Like it's just it's a detailed
extra
where
stitching in a
Oh,
different color. I know you can select from a number of different colors. I think it provides some integrity to the binding because it
yes.
Okay.
goes along the edge there.
So
Okay.
it finishes it off so beautifully. Like it looks really like special.
So I think it's
Okay.
both for aesthetics and also for the actual quality of the binding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another term I learned, Rach, was a hubbed spine. I've never heard that before.
Ooh, what's
And then as soon as I saw a visual, I thought, oh, of course, we all know what a hubbed spine is. So obviously, BookVault doesn't offer it, but it's when it's like think of a vintage encyclopedia book, and then the spine has those like raised bits, like every inch or so down.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
that's, well, I don't know why it's called hubbed, or I don't know like what. Do you guys know what the word hub means? I mean, the only hub I know is hubcap
A cap, that's what I'm thinking.
and
Maybe
like a
it's
coffee hub.
like over.
Yeah.
So anyway, I learned that. So you can get that. If you don't use BookVault, then your options just, I mean, I absolutely love BookVault and I'm going to use them. But if you want to get really, really creative, you can have your books done in vegan leather. You can have them hubbed. There's so many different tea stains.
Option.
Like it's incredible how crazy you can actually go with it. Someone even did a cover with like jewels set in it. So I don't think they were obviously expensive jewels. I think they were like whatever a cheap emerald would be or something. And that was on every single cover. And the price reflected it, but it sold. So it's
Wow.
really interesting to see how far you can take a special edition.
Yeah. Oh,
So
that's
are we
amazing.
just for us in the back, me and everyone else listening? So are we saying that for the special editions, BookVault over Ingram, definitely, and I'm assuming that's because of the sprayed edges. Okay,
Yes, and
got
the
you.
foil. But Ingram can't do
Okay.
foil or
Okay.
any with sprayed edges.
Okay.
So I think kind of the only thing, if you're doing a paperback, you can do a duplex cover where it's printed on the inside of the
Okay.
cover, which makes it slightly more special or interesting. And yeah, you can print color interior pages, but that's
Okay.
kind of about it for special stuff from Ingram.
Okay.
It looks
Okay.
like BookVault is the best route to go if you want to keep it relatively simple. I mean, a special edition already has so many elements to it. It's already quite intimidating. So
Yeah.
if you want to keep things simple, I'll definitely recommend BookVault.
Because I'm thinking, you know what I would really love to do a special edition is for the Hollow Heart, the one that you did that beautiful cover for me, Rach.
All the petals.
I'm just saying, if you're bored and you feel like expanding
I'm
that
not doing anything else.
project to like a
Rachel's got
whole
so much
special
time on her
edition.
hands. She may as
So
well
much.
just do
It's crazy. She does nothing.
They could just take care of themselves.
Do Do you have any ideas, JT, on what your special edition is going to look like? Like, I know you just said now you're thinking of typography, sprayed edges, like dust jacket, ball, like.
I keep looking at special editions that other people have done. There's one that's, I think it's on the Book Vault website at the moment. It is so flippin' beautiful. And
wow.
I can't see my story with that kind of cover. Like, it's
Okay,
urban fantasy,
got you.
right? It's not like flowers and swords and snakes and whatever.
Yeah.
It's like this woman going through menopause, unlocking her magical powers and like defeating vampires. So like, how does that translate into a beautiful?
Yeah. I got
Is there
you.
any part of your story or magic that has like runes, like runic kind of symbols?
Yes, so the central conflict is the vampires are stealing the magic from the ley lines, and that's why it's so dangerous because the whole earth is gonna like collapse. So I could use like ley lines and
Oh, yeah.
kind of like energy vibe.
So could you do, kind of like maybe like a circular
Yes.
design with lines and then symbols, and you could do that in gold or copper or whatever with like a dark background on the
That
case,
sounds good.
something like that.
I have a question.
Rachel, do you want to do it for me?
Get in line.
Yes, but also I should not.
So this actually leads perfectly into my question, is that for special editions, I'm assuming you need a really, really good grasp of your Photoshop. Like we all know, I don't have that. You guys know, like she's learning, but she is way behind. But I'm assuming like to really do something like this, you need to be pretty strong in your design and your...
It just depends on what the design is. I mean, if it's something like an illustrated character art, like we were looking at for the end papers, then certainly I think none of us can handle that level.
Yes.
But
But
otherwise,
to set up, let's talk about those special editions where you had foil, and let's talk about
Very
Tempest.
technical, right? That's what we're getting at. It's very technical.
Yeah, like I don't think just anyone could just set one up.
So it's actually not that. So if the design is fairly simple-ish, then it's not that complicated. There's just quite a lot of different files. So like this hardback, I think, had 6 different files. So there's the interior is its own file. Then the end papers, it's just like I think it's 6-page PDF that's got each of those pages with the design. Then the foil files are on their own, and they are only black and white. So let me get this one. So for this, what you would do, same for the jacket. The cover is 2 different files. So the case itself just has, I don't know if you can see, it's this background. It's like a dark blue with a flowery, leafy, light blue pattern. So that is on its own. That was it for the cover. And then in a separate file that is black and white, you have the foil. So wherever it's white, nothing will be printed. And wherever it's black, they will print foil.
So you don't have your text on your cover file. You have it separately. So it's foil only.
Yeah. So because my text is in foil, then the actual cover has no text at all on it.
Okay, got you. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you can do so actually in Photoshop, technically, if we're speaking about that part, which I know scares you, you would have your 2 files, and then to check, like if you've got a detailed design plus the black and white one, you could just copy the one, paste it on top of the other, give it some transparency, and just to see where everything lines up. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay. I mean, we both know that I'm going to be asking you when it comes to... Actually, do you know what? I think this is a perfect time to take a break and have a word from our sponsor. We would just like to take this time to tell you guys a bit more about Scribe Shadow. JT and I use Scribe Shadow tirelessly. We do all our translations through the app. It is incredible. Scribe Shadow is a perfect partner for indie authors who don't want to leave money on the table. They use cutting-edge AI to make novel translation fast, affordable, and super easy. In just minutes, your book can be translated into over 19 languages, and that is growing all the time, with high-quality results ready to reach readers everywhere.
And this isn't some faceless tech giant. Scribe Shadow is a small family-run team with indie roots. They've been in the trenches running a small publishing press, so they get the author grind. That's why they've built a tool that's practical, budget-friendly, and designed with indie authors in mind. Plus, they offer cover creation, audiobook translation, and a simple one-credit system for everything. Best of all, you keep full rights to your work, and your books are never used to train AI.
Scribe Shadow has been very generous and given us our very own coupon code, which gets you 30% off your first month of using the app. If you are looking at getting into translations, please would you consider using Pen and Prosper 30? That's PENAND PROSPER 30, and doesn't cost you any extra, and it just lets Grab Shadow know that we are sending traffic to them and that we are supporting them. Okay, so JT is going to show us this beautiful cover that's given her all her inspo.
This is basically, I want my book to be this beautiful, but I don't think I can do it myself. So like, it's a problem, you know? So let me share my screen.
But also it's a flowery one, and you were like, I can't do
Yes,
flowers.
flowers won't work. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Okay,
wow.
but wait, just
Beautiful
look at this. Are
thing.
you ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
So when I saw it, I was also like, how can I make a video of my book like this?
I know. I wonder what they use.
Yes.
It is stunning.
Wow. That
Absolutely
is
stunning.
Pretty end papers, and I think the end papers match the sprayed edges, possibly.
Yes, I would
So
say. I like that.
yes, definitely. Oh, definitely.
Oh,
That is
and the
so
character art.
beautiful.
Oh,
No, that is amazing.
I'm loving it.
That
And
is
that,
really amazing.
I absolutely love it. And then down here is just showing the different things. Yo,
Oh, okay,
beautiful.
so you can see it.
Beautiful.
Sure. No, that
So,
is. And what is the genre? A young adult YA fantasy? That what you
I
said,
think it's
right?
YA fantasy. I think so.
Okay.
see elemental magic, romance, action,
Okay.
all accents for
That sounds a
luxurious
little bit like Ridley Kane.
Oh, just yeah, because of the elemental magic, yeah.
custom
Yeah.
end papers, ribbon bookmark, head and tail bands. Oh, well done, Rachel. Head and tail bands for a polished professional look. Let me see if I can show Delport the. Oh, yes, there. Do you see the inside of the spine there, Delport?
Yes, it's got
That's
like a
what
little ridge, like a little stitched
they're.
ridge.
Yeah.
Or a stridge, as they call it in the biz.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm excited. When is your deadline for this, JT?
I don't have a deadline because my
Okay.
pre-launch is already up.
Okay.
So I get to say when it goes live, and then when it's live, I've put 21 days because Anthea Sharp is the person I'm following with all of this, and she says 21 days is like the sweet spot because you get lots of signups in the beginning and lots at the end, and like nothing in the middle, and
Okay.
it's quite stressful, and you're like on it every day, and she doesn't want that trauma to continue for over 21 days, and she thinks
Yeah.
that's
3 weeks is
Okay.
already like
And we will be doing an episode on your Kickstarter once it's all said and
definitely.
done. So that'll
But
be
we've also
amazing.
we've got lots of Kickstarter things coming up if anyone's interested because I read this book and looked
Yes.
at all the notes and
Babs.
highlighting. So that's definitely an episode, if not more. Then we've got Oriana coming on next week, and we can ask her whatever we want to ask her about Kickstarter,
Yes.
including
Be
when
amazing.
South Africa are going to be supported.
Yeah.
But there are ways around it, girls. We know there are
Yeah.
ways around it. I have a
Yes.
US company, I have a UK company. I'm sure we can make a plan.
Yes.
yeah, we could.
And
We would.
then there's also, I'll obviously want to talk about the Kickstarter when it goes live, right? Because that's going to be
Yeah.
stressful and exciting.
Yes.
So I think
Have
if
a few
you are
episodes.
interested in Kickstarter, there's a lot of content coming up. And if you're not, sorry.
Yeah. Then just want to skip a few. I wanted to also ask Rachel, you just recently did a cute little print, a little cutesy little
Oh,
print, right?
yes.
To go
Yes.
along with Tempest. Your little
Wait,
book
what-
of verses and
Oh,
poems,
that.
and I think you should show us because, and also I want to know like what made you decide to do it, what you're using. Oh, look at it.
Oh,
Look
look at it. It's
at
so cute.
Oh no, that's flipping adorable. Sonnets
Oh,
for
beloved.
my
My
beloved.
beloved.
Oh, I want to eat it. What did you format that in?
Did you just say you want to eat it?
I want to eat it. It's so cute. I want to eat it. What did you use to format that?
So this one, because it's got, let me just show a page for people who are watching on the video, because it's got a lot of extra
Yes.
little. Okay, let me just say quickly what it is first. So in the second book in my series, one of the two characters kind of play magical pranks on each other. It's a fake engagement and they hate each other. So they're trying to kind of irritate each other in public while pretending to be in love. So the poetry book, one character gifts it to the other character and it's enchanted so that the other character ends up spewing out these terrible verses that she has basically rewritten all the poetry to be terrible. So it kind of comes up a few times. Some of these terrible verses are mentioned. And then I thought, because I'm putting together a book box for when I
Okay.
finally receive all of my books, that's got like cute little things that are related to the series in some way. And I thought this would be fun to go with that. So I took all the poems that I mentioned in the book and kind of finished them if they were unfinished. So it's not that many. There's like 10, I think. And then I added in the 3 characters handwritten like annotations in the book.
Wow.
Where they're like arguing with each other and that kind of thing, and a few little doodle drawings. So because of the it's handwritten at a weird angle and the drawings, I couldn't really do that in Vellum. So I used Photoshop
Okay.
for that.
Okay.
And I did it as I think it's a canvas. It was what Mike told me about because I didn't know that I didn't know that existed. Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, you basically have like all these documents in a row and they're called canvases, and then you can export it as a PDF, and then each canvas becomes like a page in the PDF.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I'm sure if there are other, you could obviously use like InDesign, but I hate InDesign because it confuses me sometimes. So I generally don't use that anymore. So yes, because I prefer Photoshop, so I did all my design stuff in there and then just saved it as a PDF.
So I've never used BookVault. I know you guys are all pro BookVault, but is it very different to Ingram Spark? Is it, because I do know how to use Ingram, like the basics.
Much
the
easier.
basics.
It's much easier, I think.
Which one?
So-
BookVault.
BookVault.
Oh,
Do you not agree?
I guess they kind of feel like they're on a similar level.
I don't like the Ingram Spark interface. I don't know why.
It's not. Look, I come from the Smashwords era, guys.
Okay. You can put up with that kind of stuff.
But yeah, look, Ingram is not the best. Yeah, I guess BookVault is better. So you'd still get templates like you get with Ingram. So that makes sense to use their templates. They do have a setup fee. So Ingram and KDP are free to set up, but on BookVault it is £19.95 or $24.95 per title. Or if you are a member of, I know Ally is one. I don't know if there are other options, but if you're a member of Ally, you get a code that you can use.
okay.
And Ally is,
Oh, that's amazing.
well, I'm on the $119 per year level, which is probably what most authors would be on for Ally. And you get a whole bunch of other benefits. So on Ingram, if you need to change book or revise your files, it's free within the first 60 days, I think.
Yes, and then they charge you, yeah.
After the fee. But if you're an Ally member, you get a code every month that you can use for free revisions. So
Okay. I wonder how Ally get that right. Do you think they just got to make friends like you do? They just go out and say, like, can you give us a code so that our people don't have to pay you? And then people are just like, sure, here you go. Here's a code for you.
Probably. But I forgot about that Ingram thing because Mike is, so you know my Cursebreaker books are quite big. He's made them a bit thinner. He's reduced the font size, which I agree with because it was a little bit big. And basically it's like 2/3 of the pages it used to be so that the printing's cheaper.
Okay.
So the price is cheaper and we can still make the same amount of money. So he's been doing that. But with Ingram, they want to charge him per title for the changes he's making.
And it's not per title, it's per, but it's paperbacks, sorry.
Paperback.
I'm thinking it's per file.
So for special edition, that could be very expensive.
No, it is. So then you will get charged twice for
interior and exterior.
Interior and the cover, yeah.
So I completely forgot that Ally has a code. So I'm going to do that. Thank you very much. You've just saved me money.
So
probably $50 per book.
Well, it's yeah.
Well, we were actually going to.
It's like 25, I think, because hardcover. Then you've got the jacket and the case and the.
We were going to just cancel the titles altogether because it's too expensive to redo and then just do fresh files because that costs nothing. That costs an ISBN, which is like $6 for me.
Yeah, you should maybe still do that. I'm a little bit confused about the code for Ingram.
I'll have a look.
I did this like a week or two ago. It used to be, the last time I was a member, it specifically said 5 revisions a month. Now it says 1 revision. So I was like, oh, okay, I can only do this once per code. So I used it and then I tried the same code and it worked the next time. And I think I changed 3 things with one. So I don't really know.
Okay, thanks. No, I'll definitely look at that. I'll tell Mike.
Just see what happens.
Okay, what else, Rach? Anything else we need to talk pretty things? I'm only asking because you would know because you've done so many.
I mean, I wish I knew about the dealing with China printers, but that's in my future, possibly.
What is that? I don't even know what that means.
So when you want to do a big print run, let's say this is your 6th Kickstarter and you've got lots of followers and you know you're going to get a big order, then you're going to do an offset print run because it's a lot cheaper if you have the numbers. And the cheapest place to do that is China. Even though the tariff situation keeps changing and it's very stressful, it's still China. And the place that most people use is a place called SESE, SESE. And Anthea has contact there if you ever want it. It's a very nice person to deal with, apparently. But the problem with that, obviously, is the stress. It's the tariffs. It's the amount of time it takes to ship.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you are obviously responsible for distribution.
Yeah, well, you can hire people to set up your box for you and ship it out. Then you get the book sent there, you get the merch sent there. And
I was going to say, because it wouldn't work for us bringing it out here, because then we're just going to pay pay a fortune sending it all over.
But there are plenty of
Okay.
places that offer that service for Kickstarter and for other things. So yeah,
Okay.
they just put everything together, which is great. And then if they're close to you, you can even go and sign books.
It-
You want to talk about the ebook signing thing? I know we don't know much about it yet.
Oh, yes. So it's a book funnel. I think it's in beta still. They're offering digitally signed ebooks.
Yeah.
And I haven't looked at anything online. I just heard it on a podcast a few days ago. So I don't know how it works or anything. But
Yeah.
if you want to do it soon, you could probably ask to be part of the beta. So I don't know if it's like if you hand sign a paper and scan it or if it's something else, but it's a way to make an ebook a little bit more personalized and special.
Yeah.
And apparently authors are using it for Kickstarters. So you maybe want to look into that.
I'm definitely.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about a signed ebook? Like,
There used to be
it
that
doesn't
signed
feel very-
ebook thing. You used
It
to be
doesn't
able to
feel very
sign your
personal,
ebooks.
though. It's still an ebook. It's still a mass-produced thing that you
Yeah.
download. So what if it has your
And it's
signature or not? I don't know. I don't feel like I really get the value there, even though I probably will do it.
Do you remember
Um,
that, Rachel? There was that you could sign ebooks a few years ago. There was that program.
Yeah,
I
Do you
remember
remember?
something like that.
something vaguely that I never
Yes.
used.
Yeah, so I did it and it was a digital signature. So you're right, JT doesn't have the same sort of because you sign once. This is how that worked. And then obviously you could attach it. So maybe this is individual signing. I don't know. Or is
If
it
it's
a digital?
personalized, I'm pretty sure I heard him say personalized, but I mean, I
Okay.
could be there.
So that would be
I
cool.
That's
yes, I
different.
think
If
that
it's
would be
personalized, that's very cool.
so, if I could have an ebook from one of my favorite authors that says to Rachel with a signature,
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
Okay.
um,
Then I would
uh,
definitely be interested.
I wanted to add about on Ingram Spark. I don't think you can do this on BookVault, but on Ingram, there's a personalized option for if you're doing manual orders. So this isn't for like the print on demand, but so if you are ordering and sending straight to a reader, so like drop shipping, you can upload an extra page. This is during the order process, so it doesn't affect the files that you've already uploaded for the book.
Okay.
So you can make a decorative page, you can sign it, take a photo, whatever, basically make it into a one-page PDF and then upload that during the order process. And I think they add on an extra $1 or dollar something or other. And then that gets printed right at the front of the book. So
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Oh, that is cool.
it was about a year and a half ago. I did like a virtual signing event in somebody's Facebook group where we had a whole bunch of authors and most people were offering like actual signed books because they were all in the US and most of the readers are in the US, so that was easy. And I was offering these digitally signed versions, and so I wrote out my signature and like to whoever and a message, and I photographed all of those.
Wow.
And saved each one into a PDF. So for each order, then I uploaded,
Wow.
and then people got their personalized copies straight from Ingram.
Wow.
That's so lovely.
There's also, I think Anthea did it, and there's also a way that if you are, let's say, printing in China and you want to have the book signed, they send you the individual pages that will go into the book, and you personalize them or sign them or whatever, and then you post
Send
them
them
back,
back.
and then they
Clever.
actually bind them in the final product, which is
That's
interesting.
super clever.
Yeah.
It
Make
adds
the
weeks and weeks
longer.
to your
Yeah.
thing.
So
Yeah.
I have a very unpopular opinion.
Oh, tell us.
I hate signing books, and I think that when I sign my books, I wreck them. In fact, I have books on my bookshelf that are signed copies of hardbacks from Ingram at like 500 Rand cop to me that will just sit there forever because I've signed them and they look so terrible. I didn't have a heart to send them out and I had to sign another one. I have terrible, it just always looks cuck. I see yours look really nice, Rach. I've got so many from you. You have like the knack. I don't
No,
have
but
the
there's
knack.
always that like there's that moment, especially if it's like an expensive hardcover where you're like, wait, what's their name again? What's the name
Yes,
again?
Yeah.
yes. And you like hesitate.
And I
Like,
hate
don't mess it up.
signing them. I hate signing my books. I hate them. I will give, like, if someone gets a book from me and then they'll be like, you didn't sign it. And I'm like, because I really don't like signing books. I hate it. I think it completely ruins them. I'm like, trust me, you don't want me to sign that book. Trust me.
Can't you like practice like just your initials maybe and make it look
I
really pretty?
did. I did the one, but also when they want to personalize it, and then it just looks like a little, and then it just looks terrible.
What
I
kind
don't
of
love
pen
it.
do you? Maybe you need a better.
I even bought myself, wait for this, thinking perhaps it wasn't me, perhaps it was the pen. I even bought myself a Sharpie.
Sharpie.
And it still looks, but it doesn't help that I have the
I've
world's
got
worst
one too,
signature.
I promise. It's around here.
Yes, you see. But look at this. Look at this. Firstly, it doesn't help that this is my signature. I mean, it looks like a squashed mosquito.
Okay, that's true.
Then
I
it's
mean,
not
it's
that
you
though.
could
You
work on that
basically just
signature.
scribble anything.
Then I tried
I
to do
tried
like one of these. I tried to do like my name. It just looks, I just hate it.
No,
I
but
hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
that look pretty. That way you wrote your
No.
name.
But then when you write it in the book, it's for some reason it just doesn't look, it looks terrible. I don't know if it's the angle that I
Okay.
use
Also,
or
do you put another book under your wrist when you? I always have something. I have two books
no.
next
Yes,
because
because otherwise
otherwise
your
you
wrist is at a weird
down.
angle and then your handwriting's terrible.
Yeah, look, I just wish people would stop asking me to sign books. I'd be like, I'll give you a book that's not signed for
You
free
need
if
to.
you stop asking. Anyway, so my little Sharpie sits here and it actually gives me
Unused, neglected.
anxiety. I'm going to show you. I'm actually going to show you how awful this was.
No,
Because you'll see what I
don't.
mean. No, because you're going to be like, oh, I see what you did. Like, that's dreadful. And I mean, this
I
is a hardback. This is a
no.
hardback book. Okay.
Okay,
It cost me a fortune.
I think you need to make a thing out of this. As in, well, just use two different pens. What did you do?
You may as well just burn that. I mean, it's
I'm,
terrible.
s- I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. It's like I open the book and I forget how to write. I'm like, oh, what a words. I should just leave that there and just let it be pretty. What?
Okay, I think you need to make a thing out of this and be like, how bad can I make it? And the people will
Yeah.
want to buy the worst
Yeah.
looking version.
Yeah.
You can
No.
auction your worst
You need to,
signature.
you need to go and do like a doodle, and you need like a little
Like
arrow and be
really
like, look
scribble
how
that
bad this is.
one.
Yes, like make a whole page of
That's
like
cool.
doodles
Yeah.
and terrible stuff.
Just terrible. Okay, I think that we have covered everything. Is there anything anyone can think
I
of that
think
we
so,
haven't
but
covered?
I'm still not feeling confident.
Confident.
I feel confident about the technical aspect, about Kickstarter, about all that stuff. I still don't know what to do about the design. And I'm
Yeah.
wondering, I in the Kickstarter group yesterday or the day before, I said, guys, it's going to take me like 30 hours to design the special edition. Should I not? I could be writing during that time and marketing. Should I not just outsource this to someone who actually knows what they're doing and is used to doing special editions? Because I'm not used to it. It's going to be a steep learning curve. Da, da, da. And there were some responses saying, yes, use these people, they're great. But then the general feeling was like, no, because you're going to want to do more than one of these. It's a steep learning curve, but then once you've got it, you've got it. And
Yeah.
just get on with it, do it, get your confidence, and then you'll be fine. So
Yeah.
I'm a bit stuck between like, is my time worth it? And it is something that I know I'll enjoy. So I'm just feeling a bit lost.
Is it more, is
So
it like the actual creative aspect? Like you just are not sure what direction and what design
Yeah,
and
I think it's that. Like, I'm not confident with design as far as the cover is concerned for special editions. Everything else I feel okay with. Just the cover and the case art.
and your
And
special edition is going to be different to your Kindle and paperback
Yeah.
edition.
have you looked at a lot of other like Fairy Loot, Illumicrate, Bookish Box, all of those for ideas? I
have,
know a lot of them are more high fantasy, romantasy.
that's the thing. You can do such
Yeah.
beautiful things with high fantasy, right? It's what we're talking about, the flowers and the swords and the skulls. And like, I love that stuff. I love it. There's an author called Mary DiStefano.
Yes.
Do you know her stuff? Oh,
Yes, I've seen
she's
all
an
the stuff,
author.
like paints, yeah.
Her design is so beautiful and it's completely my style. It's like the flowers and the skulls and that kind of vibe. And honestly, if I could pay her
She
to do it for
used
me, I would
she
love it
used
so much.
Mid-Journey for all her stuff, doesn't she? Or a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
think
it.
so. Yeah,
And then
yeah,
obviously she's doing a lot of work on it as well.
yes.
But I'm
Look her
saying
up.
you could start then with Mid-Journey and go from there.
Like when I think of Midjourney, it's like, it's what I was saying before, like characters and lots of color and painted stuff and whatever, which I love. But like
But
that's
not
not case
typography
art.
cover.
That's
Yeah.
not case art design.
So you need more like you got to be looking at the stock sites at their vector,
Like vector stuff, yeah.
yeah, to see. Yeah. So have you done that? Have you searched for maybe like vector runes?
Not runes yet, no. I did look at like fantasy, like ornate fantasy borders, which was very nice. But also having seen your case art and the Brimstone book, I can see how simple that case art can be. It can be super simple and still look beautiful. So maybe that part's going to be okay. So now what about the dust jackets?
Yeah, because I'm thinking if you go for a type heavy design, then you don't need all the extra extra
Yes.
runes and whatever.
Yeah.
Typed can also be difficult.
It
It's
can.
my worst, actually.
Yeah. No, I'm much more comfortable working with like character art and stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna basically do typography, cover, and go from there. I still
Try
don't feel
one.
great
Try
about it, but
one.
yeah, I must just play, I think. I must like bring the fun back into it and just play it.
Have you
Yeah.
seen the original cover for this book? Because the original
Yes.
cover is beautiful.
Thing about the guy.
Yes,
And
yes.
you say it's beautiful
I
because there were
loved it.
so many people who hated that cover.
Yeah, they did.
Why? I thought
But
it was
a lot of
so
people
pretty.
threw tantrums when they changed it to that cover. So like you can't please everyone. That's why people
I'm
hated
trying
the
to.
first one.
So
Yes.
this is the cover.
Yes.
Pretty. I thought it was so like when you see it in stores, it really is eye-catching.
Yeah. No, I had it at home here from the library and it was so beautiful.
So people didn't like it, Rach. Why? Do you know?
I think a lot of people just didn't like
But
the guy.
oh, I like it. I thought it was so beautiful.
It caught my attention, definitely, and it is pretty.
Yes.
I saw a lot of TikToks where people were like,
Oh, that one's
just
cool. Look,
very
look, they
strongly
obviously have
react.
done that
Yes,
one's
I've
quite
seen that
nice.
one. Yes, that one is beautiful.
People just didn't like it, but you
I
know
think
what?
people
Everyone's got
didn't
an
like,
opinion.
yeah.
I screenshotted something
I
off
just thought
BookTok.
that was funny because you were like, I loved it, it's so beautiful, and other people are like, I hated this one.
I
I
screenshotted
don't remember
something.
the backlash from the first one, just the second one, saying how boring it is and how they're not even going to buy it because blah, blah,
Oh,
blah. I was like,
Isn't
what?
that readers? I got to tell you this. I screenshotted this off BookTok because I thought, does this not encompass what readers are becoming? It says, okay, this is the chat, and it says, and place it on the shelf in their box. That way the books stay together. So this person says, but then they're hard to take out when you want to read them. And then it goes, no, they're not. Yes, they are. And this is this not, but like it would just go on forever because there's no space to hold space for someone
Yes,
else's opinion. It's
yes.
like, and I screenshot it because I thought, I see so much of that. And I'm like, why are people peopling like this these
I
days? What
know.
is going on with people?
No nuanced argument, no space for like,
Just, I'm right, you wrong.
yeah,
Okay, well, I think that's it, you guys. I think, listen, this is a topic that we can do over and over again because it's so much to it. But I think that covers all the big points. That
I think so.
anything else,
Yeah.
Rach? All good. What about where we can get Rachel's this huge order that you've got coming in?
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Are
It's
there
just
still
like
stock
a,
available, or did you literally order to how many people had ordered?
so the special editions are stupidly expensive because they're
Yes,
on
always.
demand.
They're
So
not
my God.
stupidly expensive. They're just expensive because it is what it is. It's the nature of the beast.
yeah, it is. You don't get a cheap special edition, otherwise it wouldn't be special.
No.
I think I only ordered one extra set that was mostly like, well, just in case one doesn't look great, then I've got another one that looks all right. So
Okay.
basically,
In case you
Special
mess up your
editions are done.
signature.
yeah, the regular hardbacks that are from Ingram, I did order a few extra of those.
Okay.
And then the paperbacks that are coming from the local printer, I ordered a ton of those. So
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so if anyone watching was seeing you show all those beautiful things off and wants to get themselves one, even if it's some of your old stock, do you still have any of those omnibuses or those like long gone?
I don't have book one anymore of the omnibuses, which is difficult because
Oh,
I have the
no.
second and third one.
Okay.
And because I changed the covers, so they're now like the non-foiled version of this.
Yes.
And I don't know whether I should print more with this or I should print more of the old one to match the second and third that I still have stock
Oh,
of. So,
that's just
and
so
that's
hard.
very
Well, I think the easiest thing, if anyone wants to see what stock you do have, to go and visit your store, which is
rachelmorganbooks.com.
and you'll
okay.
see how pretty
Yay.
everything is.
Yes. Oh, but even your website's pretty. The Morgan
Of course
touch.
it is.
Ding. Okay, girly pops. Actually, while we have Rachel on here, let's just ask her. Rachel, what is the best ebook and book formatting software that you use?
Vellum. And guys,
Yes!
I have been around. I have been formatting books since 2011, which means I did this manually in a software called Sigil or Siegel that
Yes.
people probably don't even know about because it stopped existing long ago. So the
Thank
day
goodness.
Vellum came out, I was there.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank
wow.
you, Vellum. And they have been
Yes.
saving me.
Yeah, we do
Honestly,
love
we
them.
couldn't live without it. We do love Vellum. Vellum is a godsend. Okay.
Thanks so much for coming
Ladies.
on, Rach. I feel a lot
Yes,
better
Rachel.
about everything. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's so nice to discuss some nice, pretty things instead of all the technical stuff.
And if any of you have any ideas about what I could possibly put on my dust jacket, I'd be very open to them.
And your board cover, your
Yeah, I
case.
think I think the case art will be like
Easier.
because I've seen how simple it can be. I think I can actually do that.
Yes.
Just the outside now. I think actually
Okay.
the simpler the case art is, the better because it looks really nice. Like no title, like just
Yeah.
a really cool foil. I
Yeah.
think it's beautiful.
Okay.
So maybe the jacket should be more of that, like what we discussed earlier, maybe of that
Yes.
like circular runic ley lines,
Yes.
something
Yes.
geometrical.
Yeah.
Look at, I know this is quite different, but Stephanie Garber's new release, which is called, was it Alchemy of Secrets? It's Alchemy something.
Okay, thank you very much.
I'm only thinking of it because I've seen some of the designs from, I think if you go to her page on Instagram, you'll see all the different designs, and they're kind of geometric with lines and
Wonderful, thank you. That's gonna help.
And this one, because like, have you seen this ledge one?
Oh,
So that's
yeah.
also cool.
Oh, please, can I see the case art?
This did really well. This is that hilarious. Oh, it shows you this is just
Nothing.
plain.
Okay, all right.
she's hilarious
So-
TikTok.
Is
She's
she?
so funny. She is so funny. She's an Australian girl, but she is so funny. Like hilariously funny. But I really like that. It's so simple, but it's so nice.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
could
And
do
is that
something on the
just-
outside and then have your ley lines or something.
Is that just silver? It looks silver and blue on the screen.
It's silver and blue.
Okay.
Silver and
Okay.
blue, yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna follow
I think
her.
the next, she's really good. Really funny. Okay, girls. All right. Awesome.
girl.
Well, thank you, Rachel. So grateful as always. I'm so glad that I'm going to have this episode in the bank for when I finally get to do stuff like this. Then I can
Yes.
come back and revisit it. So the beauty of YouTube, it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, girls. So we'll chat soon.
Chat
Okay.
soon.
Bye.
Bye.